into relationships. Now, how do you apply, how do you understand the hierarchy of controls? As I said, I don't limit myself to health and safety as just an area in the occupational world. So elimination. If a person doesn't meet your requirements or doesn't have the potential to meet those requirements, you will break up with that person. So you eliminate them. If you can't do without a partner, most of us want to have a partner, you substitute that partner if that partner didn't do. You look for somebody new. Of course, it is not so simple as here presented, but it comes up to those things. Yeah, okay. So in 10 minutes, I will finish, no problem. In 10 minutes, the session will end, it's mentioned now. So if you can find a suitable person if you cannot find the suitable persons in the settings that you roam, tweak your environment. Maybe your environment, it means like if you are going to the same club every time and there is a certain crowd, you know, a certain type of crowd, and in that you're looking in that crowd for a partner, maybe you should go to another club. You know, it's also kind of substitution, but it's an engineering controls. If the person that you attract is attracted by the house you live in, or the car that is in front of your house, maybe you should put the car inside. Those are engineering controls. It's tweaking your environment to attract the right person or to not attract the wrong person. Now, if you have a partner already, which you know has potential and so on, but you have some problems, you make agreements, you make compromises, you talk about things, and you compromise in a way that both partners agree with. Those are administrative controls. And if your partner has some characteristic for example, that are not adjustable, for example, they cannot stop spending, make sure you have separate accounts, that you protect your part of the income. That's personal protective equipment. As you can see, this hierarchy of control is applicable to life also. And I hope that with, I hope that with this example taken out of life, you understand more the hierarchy of controls, because it works both ways, you know. And this is also something I want to share with you. If you think broader, in a broader way, you can explain people better. And what is more important in health and safety than explain people why health and safety is so important? So that was my short presentation. So I wanted to share with you also why becoming a member of OSHAssociation is such a good move. And it was already said, it's a great network of colleagues, coaches and mentors and people from all kinds of fields that can broaden your perspective. We are always there if we can help. As the song goes, you'll never walk alone. And you have unlimited access to information because of that network. Not to mention discounts and access to programs and workshops and so on. Business opportunities, sometimes job opportunities are shared among the members and so on. So it is a great move. I already want to welcome you to the club, and I know you have a bright future, because the health and safety is something of the future. It will be very, very, it has already proven to be very, very important to have safety and health professionals, and the possibilities are unlimited. So I thank you. I hope you understood everything. I don't know if somebody is going to translate. I guess soon we will be cut off. Just use the link again to come back into um, the Zoom meeting. Yes, that's it.
Thank you very much. Wow. Honestly, thank you very much. And if I can summarize everything that you have said in a sentence, it will be the point. I think the part where you said accidents. Okay, I think I wrote it down. Accidents will happen, but it doesn't have to be repeated. So I think that is like one of the
Yes,
main.
and that is one of the advantages, c'est un avantage que l'Afrique a. Nous, dans l'Europe, a fait les erreurs déjà. Donc, quand l'information, and you will become so much greater. I really, truly, with all of my heart, believe in Africa. They can. It's time for Africa. They will rule the world. Well, rule the world, maybe not, but they can become so great. I really, truly believe in you, and this is what excites me so much when joining this kind of events.
Oh, merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Alors, il y aura toujours des accidents, mais les accidents ne doivent pas se répéter. Moi, c'est bon, dans tout ce qu'elle a dit, c'est ça qui m'a pris et merci et merci encore. À cause du temps, normalement, je devais faire le résumé de tout ce qu'elle a dit. Je devais résumer, mais parce que il y a Engineer Hafiz. Oui, il est là déjà, donc on va passer à sa présentation. Mais avant ça, I must say that just in case you have any question based on everything she has said and based on what our engineer is going to be saying after this, please go to the comment section and put down your questions. I'll be taking them down because after his presentation, we're going to be doing a panel discussion where we'll be answering all your questions. Alors, si vous avez des questions, s'il vous plaît, il faut laisser des questions sur les comment on dit, commentaires, voilà. Merci beaucoup, il faut laisser les questions, il faut écrire les questions et puis on va répondre à tout ça. Merci beaucoup. Please don't forget, write down your questions, send it to the comment section, and then we're going to treat it just after this presentation. So we're going to be welcoming on board Engineer Hafiz, who happens to be our executive director of OSHA Pakistan, although he's currently joining us from Dubai. So you're welcome, engineer. You're welcome. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to everybody. So I am. You can hear me, right? It's okay.
Yeah, it's clear. It's okay. Thank you.
So first of all, welcome everybody on board, and this event is special from the point of view that here we have young blood, we have people who are actually the architect of the nation. This is a student chapter, and of course there will be senior people. There will always be the people who have gone through this phase and now they are in professional field, but the main fuel of this engine is the young generation and the students. And I'm very happy, like Alf also told, we feel very much pleasure to join you guys, because you know it's always fun to be young and to be along with the young people. Second thing is, it is very good initiative, and I am happy that you have chosen something that is worth learning, that is worth joining. and that is worth picking up this line. So yeah, okay, sorry, excuse me. Now after 1 minute, we will lose the Zoom link, and then everybody can go back and they can go back and they can join again from the same link, and after that we can start from here.
Yes, sorry, in 1 minute it's going to be cutting off, so please join back with the same Zoom link. In 1 minute, um, please try and join immediately with the Zoom link. Sorry. Okay. Yes, come online. But if you're just joining, if you're just connecting newly, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay, can we continue? Engineer Hafiz, are you ready?
Okay, sure. If everybody's back, we can carry on.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
Yes.
So welcome back again, and yes,
Thank
as we were talking, that this is very good thing, because the most potential things in for any organizations are their student chapters, because you guys are at a stage where you are going to adopt the careers, and it is very good at this moment, because I can understand the system. Definitely you guys will be coming from different backgrounds, different departments, different engineering and sciences, and different arts cadres. So what is actually great in adopting that you guys are the students with the difference. You while you are studying, and while you will be leaving your university or institute, you will be having a competitive advantage over all other students. If a university houses like 2000 students, then you guys may be 80, 50, 100, 200, whatever. You will be the ones who will have a competitive advantage, who will have a difference from all of other students. That's who will be the students who will be taking care of the health, safety, and environment. And this is not only in the context of the workplace, actually, as Ms. Health, she already explained. Whatever you are going to learn about safety, health, and system environment, and now actually we will keep on learning about sustainability, which is a big issue for upcoming era. So all these things, you will be the guys who will be in touch with these things, and like the seminars, we will be having the continuous seminar and all this stuff. So we are sure that by the time you pass out your university, you will be different and distinguished from all other 2000, 3000, whatever will be the number of students coming out of the university, that will be having the knowledge of EHS, environmental and health and safety. So it helps you to become a better a citizen. It helps you to become a better professional. It helps you to become a very better human as compared to the other people, because you will be the guys who will be having a sense of safety, security, and caring sense about the environment. So believe me, this is going to make a huge hell of difference. For example, from my personal experience, I can let you know that by profession, I have my MBA in marketing and this management and information systems, and all these degrees in business administration I have before, and then I had my engineering in electronics. So I have also other people who are having some who are having the engineering, and they go for the MBAs, and even now that comes to the OSHA and this, the certification for health and safety. Sure, there are some people who are also having this, but what is different for me, because I have been the part and parcel of the OSHA Association UK, And thanks to my mentor, Mr. Engineer Emmanuel Owakala. Actually, since like 5, 6, 7 years, he was the one who met me in Dubai, maybe more back than that. And he actually pushed me, he motivated me, because as a professional, I also knew that there are safety jobs and there are safety officer and all this stuff, and we should do the course. But he didn't tell me to go for a course. He asked me to join a family, to be a part and parcel of this thing, to be part of the crew, to be motivated, and to motivate and inspire the people, and to do the good for the community, for the workplace, the company, and the people around me. So this journey started like 6, 7 years ago. And I am telling you now at this point that wherever I am going, wherever I am sitting between the professional people, there are people with all these certificates and these degrees, but believe me, none of them can let you know that they have attended any session like this with the NEBOSH or IOSH or somebody, and they don't actually, this is for them, this is just a piece of paper. They go for an exam, they learn some definition and some stuff, and then they come for a job place and they say that we have this certification. But what is different with you guys, as being the have you ever heard student chapter of NEBOSH or IOSH? No, you will not listen that, because they are just a body who will corporately hand over the certification system, this stuff they will hand over to a corporate firm who will charge you, and they will take an exam. Okay, they will give you a certificate, and you will have to read at your own. Yeah, or even if you go to institute, this kind of tuition. But there is no system, there is no other actually organization, health and safety organization, that is into the students, learners, the safety aspirants. Here we are all the same, we are all mixed up, we are all here, we all do communicate, we all interact. It is not only a class, okay, the class is finished and bye bye tata. No, this is something. You have a student chapter, you guys are actually continuously connecting with the an organization and the people in the organization who are in the field, who are the professionals, and you know the real taste, that how it likes to be a safety professional, how it likes to be talking like the safety professionals, and how to create an environment where you can inspire yourself and the other people about the safety. So you are not like the other students, not like the common students. Even some of them, they will have decided that okay, when they will finish their study, they will go for a course, they will do this IOSH or NEBOSH, and they will go for a job. No, you will be the guys, what is actually specific with the safety professional when they go and join the job. Actually their job is to train people, to inspire people, motivate people to implement safety, and for that they need to learn that how to be in the people and talking about the safety, how to understand people, and how to make them understand how to do the safety. So these things you need to know, and this physically you will be having the experience over here now. That is the reason we have interactive sessions. We will doing all this stuff, and during the sessions we will know, you will know. That is the reason this is a platform where you are not just like students sitting there and learning these things. You are here, you are here to participate, to be interactive. So this way you will be learning all that stuff that is required to be a real professional safety personnel, and being a good human and safety. The safety which you will learn over here, it is not like Miss Else, she explained to you that how the safety you can implement in your own lives, in your personal matters, everything. So this thing you will not learn in a course, even it is IOSH, NEBOSH, or any other certification. So these things, for these things you can be part of that. and being part of the student chapter, I congratulate you again and again. And again, I tell you that wider is the community, more people you bring in, more our knowledge will, multiply. I- the students, they have the maximum potential. Once they are brought in to some environment, positive and productive environment, they are the most productive people in the world, because this is the phase where you are learning, and you are actually at this moment you are dedicated learners as compared to the other professionals and other people. So you need to work on that, and it is very 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 much time for the Africa, as Michelle said, and I am very, and even you can rule the world, never rule it out, because what we think that it is going to happen in 50 years, 20 years, 10 years. No, sometimes it takes like 70 years, but it happens. And it happens only when you start things. And it is a good initiative, good start, that we have never seen these the people at the universities and institutes being so much being too much people into this field. And again, regarding this hierarchy of controls, already we were talking technical discussion. It was very good, and hope you understand it. I will just want to share one slide with you, just to show you the pyramid of hierarchy for the time being from my side, and then we will have just a little discussion and we can close it uh, with that. So if I can share my screen, please, if you allow me, I will briefly just want to show them a hierarchy of pyramid. The risks are everywhere, and we have a hierarchy of controls, as she explained. So there are five actually the control measures which we take to tackle all the hazards. I'm sure everybody knows that hazard is something that can cause loss. So I cannot share my screen, so yeah, please, can I share my screen? I think I cannot share my screen. So there is a hierarchy of control, as Ms. explained. So I wanted to show you this. Okay, I will put a link over there, and you can go and you can download the presentation from there, and you can check out this stuff. So actually, basically, we don't want it to be like, the curriculum and this stuff. All we want to do is to do the interactive discussion on this stuff. So in the hierarchy of controls, the substitution, and then first of all elimination, then substitution, then there are engineering controls, then there are administrative, there are personal protective equipment and administrative control. So hope you already knew about them, as actually it was very very much practical example given by Miss Els. That is something that nobody can forget in their life, because it was totally, the practical thing. So even we will be providing you with the links, going to create a very healthy and safe community, and very good professional, and believe me, it will make a difference in your life. As soon as you leave the university, you will realize the days you spent with the OSHAssociation, attending these seminars and these activities, they are worth everything. They will they will be uh, they, there will be no match for that, because you will not find people who have spent time on these sessions, talking about safety, learning about safety, and sharing ideas about that. So with all that, I think uh, I will put the link in the chat, and you can go and check the resources there, and further you get in touch with your university chapter, and for all upcoming events, and all the classes, the courses, and I will highly recommend you to also go for the courses. The formal course, you take the certificate with you and you keep in touch with this sessions, because what we will do, we will teach you and we will keep on interacting with you, so that it will be a ever going learning process. So with all that, I will thank everybody, and if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us.
Hafiz, I can see you are the host now.
Okay.
Thank you.
So okay, no problem. I will just, okay, yeah, I can just share. I will just hierarchy of control. This I wanted to show them this. You see this pyramid, this one. I just wanted to show them this one. If you can see here, there are 5 type of hazard control measures. You can see here. This is actually important thing is you need to know that this is elimination. Then there are engineering controls, then there are admin controls, then there are personal protective equipment and safe work practices. So what is important that you see their implementation cost decreases when we come from top to down, but effectiveness increases. If you remember this diagram, you will know that what is the most effective, that is elimination and substitution. For sure, if you can totally remove or eliminate the hazard, then of course it is most secure. And then safer practices is the least secure, because this is the thing you can just talk about. This hazard is there, but you can make the way better to do these things. And then comes the personal protective equipment. They are a bit better. And you need to know that in safety, you never say that we do things individually. All these control measures, they are employed with in coordination with each other, except elimination, because elimination, if you do at once, you eliminate any hazard as a whole, then of course you this thing is most secure. But you see this hierarchy of control pyramid I wanted to share with you. And further these slides, and I told you these lectures, these are available. We will be sharing the links and you can read out the details. Now we are not going into a classroom thing, so we just wanted to show you that today, at least when we have this interaction session over, from yourselves you will have a practical example of these all measures. And then from the safety, you can say this academic point of view, you can have the slides, you have this at least now you know that what are the 5 measures of control. And then you can go and you can check this stuff even in detail, and you will have this knowledge at least as a safety professional, because little bit so this is thing we keep on learning by small bits. So today that is the reason we included this risk and hazard, and all that is important in safety. At the core is to assess the risk and hazards and then control them. This is actually the purpose of safety. We are only safe if we can assess the risk and then and hazards, and we can cope with them. So all that we wanted to know you today, detail about this thing, and details you can see over there. And with that, if you have any questions, please, you are welcome. And again, I congratulate you to be on board, and thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much all to listen us and to be with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Hafiz. That was a wonderful presentation. And I'm sure that the students present here have written down lots of questions. I'm sure you have a lot of questions and your thoughts about what Engineer Hafiz has said, and also our first presentation. Please do well to send in to send in your questions so that I'll read them, because we are going to be going into a panel discussion. But before then, I would like to say a little bit about what our engineer Hafiz has said. And alors, j'espère que on a compris tout ce qu'il a dit.
Recording in progress.
Et quand il a compris, ce que moi j'ai compris dans tout ce qu'il a dit, c'est que quand il a compris l'importance de la sécurité, beaucoup a changé dans sa vie. Donc, c'était pas comme avant. Parce que quand on parle de la sécurité, c'est pas pour un certain nombre de personnes. C'est pour tout le monde. C'est pas pour seulement pour un domaine ou pour les ingénieurs ou bien pour les médecins, pour les docteurs, non, c'est pour tout le monde. C'est pour la femme à la maison. C'est pour... Et il y a quelque chose de très intéressant que j'ai vu dans le comment section, on va aller là-bas après. Donc, c'est pour tous les domaines. Alors, il a aussi dit quelque chose de très important. Il a dit que le plus des gens, ou bien les étudiants qu'on amène dans cette histoire de la sécurité, le plus de la connaissance qu'on partage, qui se multiplie, parce que si les gens, parce que s'il y a un très peu des gens qui connaissent l'histoire de la sécurité, il y aura toujours des hasards, il y aura toujours des accidents parce que les gens ne sont pas au courant, les gens ne savent pas comment faire, comment... alors, c'est pour ça qu'on devrait comprendre d'abord avant de partager la connaissance qu'on a, parce qu'on ne peut pas partager ce qu'on n'a pas, donc on partage la connaissance qu'on a d'abord. Donc, alors, il a dit que cela fera une différence dans votre vie. Donc, j'espère que vous avez compris et vous avez bien aimé la présentation. Alors, si vous avez des questions, il faut laisser les questions sur les commentaires, s'il vous plaît, et on va traiter ça. Now, we're going to be moving on to a panel discussion. And the panel is going to be comprising of Engineer Emmanuel Walaka, the OSHA Nigerian Region Director, and we're going to have Engineer Hafiz also, and our Queen of Safety, Madam Elsie Williams. Yes, and Engineer Augustine, the President. We would like him to come on board and answer certain questions as well, because this panel, they are going to be answering all our questions about safety. Everything you need to know about understanding the hierarchy of hazards and risk control. So, and then lastly, we're going to have Engineer Leopold also to answer some of the questions that we're going to be asking today. So I'll go to the comment section to see the questions that we have already. Okay, and I can see merci beaucoup. Quelqu'un a dit merci pour le résumé en français. Merci aussi. S'il vous plaît, même si les questions sont en français, il faut les poser, parce que j'ai compris aussi que Madame Elsie Williams, elle comprend aussi le français, donc elle peut nous clarifier.
Dans la Belgique, nous parlons le néerlandais, le français et l'allemand. Donc, nous avons trois langues officielles.
Merci beaucoup. Voilà, c'est génial ça. Okay, so I think the first question, although I see that Madame Elsie, she's doing a good job answering already, but we would like her to say it to everybody, to answer it to the hearing of everybody. So someone asked that, he said, please, Elsie, I never hear you mention the isolation point when it comes to the hierarchy of risk control. So, Ma, can you clarify us about the isolation point?
Yes, isolation. We don't put it in our pyramid. I didn't put it in my pyramid because there are a lot of versions, and also if you have categories, there are a lot of interpretation, and sometimes one control can be put in several categories, and depending on how you view it. So isolation is not in my pyramid, but isolation, in my interpretation, in my example, would mean that you do not want a relationship. That means, to me, mainly it would be in engineering controls, which we in Belgium also call collective protective equipment. So change to your environment, to the room for everybody. That is why, for example, a safety belt in the car is considered a personal protective equipment because it's only protecting one person, although it's in the environment. But if you isolate yourself from other people, if you stay in the house and not go out and meet people, you will not have a relationship. So for me, in my example, that belongs to engineering controls. But it can also be interpreted as elimination, because you don't want a relationship, so you eliminate the risk, not the person, but the risk. See, as it is a different perception of the situation. You do not eliminate a person, like in my example, but you eliminate the situation. So it could be belonging to elimination also. It could be interpreted as substitution, because you choose another life than a life with a partner. So that was my interpretation of that question.
Thank you very much. I hope that question was answered. Mr. Elvis Ashu, did we answer your question? Is it clear? Oh, can you unmute? You're muted. Yes, unmute. Okay.
It is clear, madam. It is clear. But what I was thinking so much when it comes to the isolation is when, for example, people at the work site. What I was thinking, when it comes to isolation is you need to isolate the people from the hazard. That means you take them away from that area where it seems to be hazardous to your workers, or you like separate the workers from the side that you feel like it is not safe for them to carry on the work. So that was what I was.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. That's great. Very good. Okay, so one thing I will try to mention over here. It is very good that at this moment we are trying about the people from perspective of people to apply hazard control measure, but you will get a better understanding of that when you think that it can be from the perspective of a process, work activity, and people. Okay, so what is isolation actually? In the people sense, like there was COVID and we were doing what we were doing, we were giving the people isolate. So in this in this scenario, the isolation will be something else, the other measure. You are isolating the people, you are detaching them from a environment that is hazardous, so that is isolation measure. Okay, and if you are talking about a machinery or a process, then isolation means you create a barrier between a person working on the machine and the machine itself. So what you are doing, you are isolating from this person from that hazard. So this is about a shielding. And as I told you, there is a very thin line to differentiate between these control measures. So now what we do here, actually we put a shield, that is engineering control. But through this engineering control, what we are doing, we are performing an isolation procedure. The hazard was this side, person is this side, we isolated it. That is an act of doing that, and that act is done through the other protective measure of engineering control. Means you got more point there. The phenomena of isolation is there, and the personal protective equipment or engineering control can help you to perform that phenomena. So isolation, of course, if you go for the COVID example, the isolation is the best. That is sort of elimination measure. Definitely elimination is when we kill the COVID, this 19 virus, this one, but isolation is the right solution. Until we cannot destroy this thing causing the COVID, the isolation was the best practice which was performed, adopted all over the world. And you see isolation, what we were doing, we were wearing a face mask, that is a personal protective equipment to isolate one person's hazard or risk to going to the other person. So you need to, means this is for the people, for, isolation is the same. For process, you can see that how we isolate one process from the other. Okay, so for example, what is hazard? If there is a fire, there is a fuel, there is a hazard that it will burn out the things. So what you can do, you can isolate the burning process from the oxygen or the fuel or something. So this way what you are doing, you are isolating using the isolation phenomena to reduce the risk or hazard of going for a fire. So that is what I was actually discussing. If I can do that again for a short time, I will show you here. You see, in engineering control, actually what we are doing, we are substitution, and now here we are isolating. Actually you see here we put a safety glass. Now here it will be the guy, and here is the machine. We are creating the isolation, separating two things from each other actually, or bringing in one thing into the isolation, keeping it away from the other thing, that both together can cause a hazard. So this kind of thing, as Ms. she rightly said, that there is no very specific. For academic point of view, these are the 5 things I show you in the pyramid, but as overall safety professional, when you have to implement your own sense of safety and skills, you need to see these things in different several aspects, because at end of the day it is your duty and it is your wish to identify the hazard and figure out a way to
people can have access to OSHA. Therefore, you have an obligation to portray our association, to portray our company in a positive way. Somebody was mentioning common sense before, but common sense is also called best practice. Therefore, you are under obligation to emulate best practice in whatever you are doing. You emulate best practice in safety, best practice in security, best practice in all your living, so that people will be inside to come to OSHAssociation. Nevertheless, being from different sectors, you also become our lamp bearer in your respective industry to show people that we really promote life. Promoting life means caring for people. Caring for people means that assisting them, training them, informing them. You want to be a leader, not a boss. Therefore, in whatever you are doing, always put people first. When you put people first, it will help you to deal with people. Not everybody will be compliant. Not everybody will apply safety rule. Nevertheless, let this does not distract you from your input. For those who are in, this is the time to welcome the new member before you have more people to work with. And there is always a wisdom in having many people doing the same thing. It means that it's easy to move along. And whether we are far or closer, we want to continue showing what we value in OSHA. Therefore, I wish you all the best and wish you to continue. We are looking forward to catch more people. Let them embrace safety. Together, we will do it better. Thank you very much. And once again, I commend all your efforts spent in Cameroon and all the good things, those who assist. You are all welcome. Always remember that our aim is promoting safety by saving life. Our aim is saving life by promoting safety. On this anchor, we all bow down. Thank you very much, and may you have a very successful journey together with us. Do not forget that the best way you can do is to come abreast to the roots, that is to be channeled with everything concerning OSHA, either in your region or in international level. Anything concerning OSHA, you need to be there, you need to be present, because out of the experience of others, you too can gain experience. Therefore, always associate with what in the various occasions. By doing this, you get more experience. Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity given me to bear this. I have to stop to bear you people. Thank you. I'm happy to be with you.
Merci, merci.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Monsieur, si c'est possible, un mot aussi en français pour les francophones aussi.
Bien sûr, bien sûr. Comme je le disais tout à l'heure, c'est toujours un grand plaisir pour moi d'être avec vous. Quand bien même c'est une journée très perturbée, depuis le matin, nous on est déjà dans la ville en train de faire des activités. Toutefois, j'ai jugé bon d'être avec vous dans la simple raison que nous construisions tous une base. Et notre objectif premier, c'est de sauver des vies à travers les bonnes pratiques. Quand on dit les bonnes pratiques, ce n'est pas réservé à tout le monde, mais c'est réservé à tous ceux qui sont censés appliquer les bonnes pratiques. En commençant, je voudrais remercier les nouveaux élus, les nouveaux récipiendaires. Grande est notre joie de pouvoir parmi nous, de jour en jour, grandir. Notre effectif s'accroît à travers le monde, ce qui montre que nous faisons quelque chose de bien. Et une fois que vous vous ajoutez à nous, vous avez l'obligation aussi de faire la même chose. En tant que nouveau récipiendaire, vous êtes les portes-vitrines. Vous savez, dans les grandes surfaces, les portes-vitrines, à travers les vitrines, on voit ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur des grandes surfaces. Donc, à travers vous, à travers votre conduite, les gens doivent être amenés à apprécier la valeur pratique de tout ce que nous faisons en interne. Pour cette raison, vous avez l'obligation de bien vous conduire. Vous avez l'obligation d'aider les gens. Quand on dit aider les gens, ça implique de les former, de les guider, de les diriger. Et ça inclut aussi de déléguer les pouvoirs aux gens. Ne faites pas ce que les Anglais appellent le micromanaging, c'est-à-dire vous leur confiez les tâches et pourtant vous ne les laissez pas travailler. Non, en tant qu'un bon leader, apprenez à manager les gens. Faites confiance au groupe auquel vous appartenez et ensemble nous allons faire de mieux. Donc vous êtes les bienvenus et surtout attachez-vous à la source. Notre source, nous avons des canaux officiels à travers lesquels nous dispensons nos événements, nos ateliers.
Merci.
Chaque fois qu'il y a un événement, attachez-vous. En faisant comme ça, vous gagnez en expérience. Parce que certains le font bien avant. Vous soyez la bienvenue dans la grande famille. Et merci. Merci à tout ce que vous faites au Cameroun. Et merci à tout ce que vous faites à travers le monde entier. Ensemble, on est plus fort. Je vous souhaite
ensemble, on est fort. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. On a que 3 minutes. Le Zoom va terminer en 3 minutes. Alors, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much and congratulations to the students in Cameroon. And just before we end, because the Zoom will be ending in just 2 minutes, can we have a vote of thanks from our engineer Emmanuel? A vote of thanks very quickly because we just have 2 or 1 minute. Yes, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the wonderful moderator. and also our speakers for today, especially my leaders from Europe, from Middle East, from Asia, from Africa here, close to us here. We thank you, everyone, for participating. And also to the president of AES Academy Student Chapter of OSH Association in Cameroon region. We say big congratulations to you all, and I say congratulations to all the inductees here present, and also others that are not able to join, and those who are not here currently. I congratulate all of you. And I want to promise you I'm very much ready to contribute all the time to help you people in any way. We have departmental leaders to make sure that everyone in thousands are built up to ensure that at least Cameroon will have a very safe and very safety-conscious employees in different sectors of their economy and also in Africa at large. At this point, I want to say thank you everyone for coming, and we're going to continue meeting in other subsequent editions from Cameroon, which I will always be very much available. And I know we are all ready to help out. Thank you all, and thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you all a blessed day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are delighted to have you all. Thank you to all the students. Thank you to Engineer Manuel, Els Williams, Engineer Hafiz, and everyone that joined in today. And to the Cameroonians, thank you. And I hope that we raise this banner and keep up the good work and keep fighting for safety in our community. Thank you very much for joining. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can unmute yourselves and say bye to everyone, to our international team. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Bye, everyone. President,
bye.
Congratulations. President, congratulations. Bye, bye, you and your team, you and your escorts.
Thank you, guys.
Leon Lee, I thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
I'm sorry
Thank
to
you,
interrupt,
everyone.
but we got a message also that we had to set a new session. Was it not here?
Hello.
Dr. Pierre has asked
I will call you back. I will call you back. I am at OSHA meeting.
Yes, Leon, you're not muted yet. Didn't Dr. Pierre ask to set a new session, a date for a new session? I'm sorry to be the spoil sport.
Yes, I saw it. I think a new sessions and a new programs are going to be coming up from there. I believe the regional president, Dr. Pierce, is going to coordinate with the president